as soon as that guy is done with the soybeans, I'm gonna skip time, and then we will, we're gonna sell off the soybeans we have, and then we're going to put oats in this field.
Yeah, because it seems like oats go much faster than everything else.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
Quit jumping in our product. You're making it tainted.
I'm surprised we don't actually have more than this. I figured we would have at least the bottom of the trailer covered. Soy.
It'd be funny if I ran into this hill and flipped the trailer and it all spilled out on the ground.
That's why we have the cover. Right, I fired the worker because we don't need the worker to do this last bit. It'd save like 20 bucks. Just do it myself. I'm not doing anything else right now, so.
That guy was counting on that last 20 bucks to feed his family.
Well, he should have been faster. He should have been faster and cheaper.
Okay, Jeff Bezos.
This harvester desperately needs to be maintained. I guess I'll take it in after we're done here. I feel like we're actually farming now. Like, we actually have stuff to do. We actually have purpose with all of the horses.
Yeah.
And the chickens when we get them. But I'll wait until we have some wheat in to get chickens. Helper I is blocked by an object. What is Helper I blocked by? Let's see. Where are you going to sell that? You want to sell the soybeans to Transport Company, which is north. Is Helper actually blocked right now? He is. Helper, why are you blocked? There's nothing here, Helper. There's literally nothing here. I feel like I'm talking to Helper from the Venture Brothers.
His name is Helper Igor. You could at least address him by name.
Like, there is literally nothing here. I'm not sure why this Helper stopped.
It was his lunch break.
It could be because we don't have the land, like, around the plow, or around the field, and so it's, like, getting confused. Blocked by an object again. What object is blocking you, Helper? There it goes. Well, Ashok says his power went out, which I think we knew. Alright, Craig, since you're done with that, go ahead and set that tractor going to sow the big field with oats.
Okay.
And I am going to skip time, but I'm going to, I mean, it's not time yet, but I can speed up time a little bit. Needs to be 7 o'clock. But I want to get this harvester maintained.
You could try driving on the road, Merg.
I could, but why? We are... maintain it. Repair. 500 bucks, sure. Customize this, kind of make it like a different now. No, no customization for the harvester, unfortunately. We can't make it a different color. This thing moves so slowly. Even when it's not harvesting. I swear to God, if Harvester G is stuck again, I'm going to stab him repeatedly with a spoon. I don't think he is, though. I think he's stuck again. Why? What are you blocked by? There's nothing there, Helper G! Craig, will you actually switch tractors with Helper G? Will you go switch that out with the white one? Maybe it's just the tractor isn't like built for it or something.
We did find out that that tractor didn't have very good traction in that field.
Yeah, that could be it.
No, get out of there. I was talking to you, Merg. Get out of there.
No. I refuse. Trainer guy says doesn't have good tractortion. It's tractortion, giant nerd guy. But I agree, it doesn't have good tractortion.
We're planting wheat here.
Yes.
Right, workers on that.
Okay. Blocked by an object again.
Well, he's working.
Alright. He is actually still moving.
Yeah.
Alright. That's fine then. Let me get this worker going here too. Alright, as soon as it hits 7 o'clock, which I will increase the time a bit, we'll skip time. I don't want to skip time, like, too much, because at that point it starts, like, we don't have a full field, and time is skipping until the horses are still, like, eating very quickly. We do have to, like, pace ourselves a little bit while we don't have the materials that we need. Although, as far as I know, there's no, like, death in this game. Like, the horses aren't going to die. They're just not going to get better. Not going to increase in value. Greg? You were, like, flying there for a second.
Right.
What? What are you doing? How are you doing that? How are you doing this? How are you doing this witchcraft?
Hold on.
How? How do you do this?
Just open the menu while you're in midair.
Oh. Weird. Oh, it's past 7. Alright. Time to skip time.
Just make our undocumented workers work through the night.
They don't even work through the night. What they do is they, like, stop working and sit in their tractors for the 10 hours that it takes. And then they continue working. Or they go, like, very slowly. Alright.
That's what they get.
It's horse time. Slow time down a little again. It's horse time. Maybe I should park the lawnmower up here so we can, like, easily tab to it. Not like we're really using the lawnmower for anything else. Alright,
Look at
I'm
the
gonna
hill,
go... What about the hill?
Never mind.
I can't see anything. Oh, you're on the truck. I'm gonna go to the list. I'm gonna do Blackbeard first. Whee! I could just open the gate. Want me to open the gate?
Nah.
It's horse riding
Sometimes
time.
the horses just want to walk slowly.
Yeah. Maybe today I'll, do we own this land? Let's see. We do own this entire land. I might put a track or something up here, because we own, like, this whole area just north of the horse, paddock, where this tree is. So I could just put, like a little track here or something. A little horse track.
With jumps.
I don't know that I can... I don't know that I have that much control over the land. I can put, like, path textures on and stuff like that. I don't know if I really have much else.
Are there, like, pre-built horse track buildings you could put on?
There are, but I would have to, you know, add it to the mod list and have you guys download it. Which, I mean, I could do, if you really want me to.
Might be kind of cool.
Try to look at it for next week.
If we have more stuff for the horses to do when we ride them.
Yeah.
We could also race.
Yeah, we could. Although, I'm not sure that the horses actually have varying speeds.
Yeah, but the turning and the track would differentiate us.
your turning in your track would differentiate your face.
Okay.
So we have, like, without Lost Joke helping, we have basically half an hour's worth of riding horses every day. Turn the time down a little bit more, too.
Hey, nerd guy, come help us ride horses. You can be helper GNG.
Yeah, helper. We need helper GNG. Giant guy says no you. As expected.
We are helping. We're already helping, so it's on you to start helping now.
It's on you. It's your responsibility, Giant Nerd Guy, to help us. I mean, one of these horses is named after you, so... What do you mean you just unlocked the emote and it didn't work? Working for me. I see it. I see the emote. You're doing it. You pushed the button and it said to share it? Giant Nerd Guy, you have to understand something. I stream on Twitch, but I don't know how Twitch streaming works. It's like I don't know how the platform works, to be honest. So... I've never used it before. I don't know how the emotes work. You're lucky I even have an emote. I have like another 2 or 3 slots for emotes that I could make, but I have no idea what I would do. I think I have another 2 slots. I might be wrong about that.
We have an underground fallout bunker over here.
Yes, we do.
It's like under this wood thing with the pipe going down there.
Where are you looking at? Over here by the...
Yeah, I'm by the
I
cow
believe that's a,
paddock.
I believe that's like a silage or like a manure place or something.
No, that's where our hidden bunker is.
I mean, it is both, unfortunately. So if something ever happens to us, we really have to hope that we don't have any sheep.
That's
Or
where
is
we're
that pigs?
currently keeping our horse shit.
Yeah, I wonder what horse manure is like used for in like real life farming, because like everything is used, right?
I don't know.
Why don't you know? Why don't you know the intricacies of real world farming, Craig? Your horse has been done like this entire time, by the way. You've been done for a while. I got
Maybe
another one.
horse shit is burned.
I haven't cleaned my horse yet, by the way. I'm just gonna go around and clean all of them when we're done.
It's burned for fuel. That's my assumption anyway.
The horse manure is burned for fuel. It could be. Joiner guy wants a your face emote. What would that entail? Because you're not really supposed to do words in emotes. So I can't just make an emote that says your face. It would have to be a visual representation of the concept of your face.
Is that a rule or like a guideline?
I think it's a little bit of a rule, but more of a guideline than anything. I think they don't like people because what happens is you get people skirting the rules for emotes and, like, you know, improper language using emotes. They don't do that. The letter U, the letter R. See, I don't know if I'm, like, actually allowed to do that. And a smiley face.
It's Italian. It's Urface.
Urface. Urface! I mean, I could. I don't know that that would work. I could just make an emote of your face of a face, and then people can put UR in front of it. I mean, that could be a thing. Only Italians do the finger thing. You mean the gesticulation, the world famous Italian gesticulation of their hands when they talk. I'll have to look. I'll have to look and see how many slots I have. I might be wrong in that I actually have no slots left right now. I thought I had at least like one more. But like I said, I might be wrong. Of course, I can always put more emotes on the Discord. Which we only really have the one right now. Which is also the no you emote.
Roach just galloped directly over a car, head on.
I mean, that's Roach. That's what he does. It's true. We only really have 2 in-jokes. Craig, what other in-jokes does our little community have? We have no you. We have your face. Is that it? Is that all we got?
We have a lot of stupid references.
It's true. It's true. I'm not sure that counts, though. Alright, that's Blaze done. Giant Nerd is next. Giant Nerd guy, you should be riding this horse. Why aren't you riding this horse? Use Majima's face. What would the Majima face represent, emote-wise, though? Like, what concept does that represent, Giant Nerd guy, if I did an emote of Majima's face? I'm not sure, I'm actually not sure I'm allowed to do that, either. I'm not sure I'm allowed to use, like, copyrighted content. Which I assume Majima's face would be kind of part of that. I might be able to do it, though, if I do, like, a exaggerated kind of face.
We have the Giant Nerd Guy Everywhere system.
Yeah, GNG everywhere. I do like playing Yakuza, although we're almost done with it. I mean, I did finish it this week, but we're going to continue the Majima Everywhere story, at least. You weren't there for that, Craig. Craig, I finished Yakuza. I finished the main story. But I decided that I wanted to see the story for the Majima story. So we're not gonna finish out like the entire Dragon style like skill line, but we're gonna go as far as it takes to see the story. To see the big showdown with Majima. Which I think only needs another, I think I need another like 10 or so just fights in general with him to get to the end of that. do Hanyaman. Is it supposed to be Hanyaman or is it like Hanya Man? Is it supposed to be like Superman, or is Mon like part of the name, so it would be Mon and not Man? I don't know. But I like Yakuza. But we are gonna play something else after I'm done with Majima. Because I mean, I could play like all of the Yakuza games, and it would take me like a year to do. But then I would be more like a Yakuza channel, which I'm not really. You know, I'm not really a Yakuza channel. I'm a variety streaming channel. I want to stream a variety of games.
This is a Yakuza channel.
That's not true. It's not true when you know it.
It's a Yakuza seat.
Hanya is a mask used in no theater, so it's Hanya Man, so it is Hanya Man. Because he's like Mask Man. Alright, that's good to know. Craig, you're done already again.
I was just checking that.
Oh no, there we go.
Roach, where did you vanish to? There you are.
They're different for all of us too. Like where you see Roach isn't where I see Roach. I hope they work on that for the next game. I also want to play the, I think I've said it before, I also want to play the Fist of the North Star Yakuza game. But I'd have to get that for PS4 because it's not available on PC. Which is fine, I can do that. It's just, you know.
Have you played the Gundam Dynasty Warriors game?
Not on stream, but I have in the past, yeah. I've played 3 of them. If I'm going to play a Gundam game on stream, I'd rather play Gundam Breaker 3, though. Which I have. I'll actually played on stream a couple of times. It's, like, just as grindy at points.
Remember what happens when I do this?
Nothing. You jumped in and then you kept on going. I really like... I should play more or finish Gundam Breaker 3 at some point because I really like the game, but it does get grindy kind of toward the last half of it. Like you really have to grind out some of the parts to get better in order for the missions to not feel like a slog.
In order to win the pocket circuit.
Yes, but I like Gundam Breaker 3 more than Dynasty Warriors only because you can customize your mobile suit. Like you can fully customize it and make it look however you want. You're not like limited to the suits that are already available. The actual fighting style, like the combat, is very similar to Dynasty Warriors, although there are fewer enemies, but it's generally similar. Actually, let me.
The term mobile suit always seemed kind of redundant to me.
What do you mean?
Suits in general are mobile.
Well, it's there are also things called normal suits, which is just a spacesuit. That's all it is. So they call mobile suits, and they call spacesuits normal suits. I don't know why, but that's just the lore of the world.
That doesn't really make sense as a naming convention.
And the thing is, it's kind of weird because it almost makes it seem like it's an accepted part of the like the world, like as if mobile suits have been around for a long time. But according to the lore of the original Mobile Suit Gundam, Mobile suits are a new thing and have been around for less than a year.
Hmm.
For the original series.
I feel like that name was come up with in a kind of haphazard way, like the name of the enemy mobile suits. Where he was just throwing weird stuff at the wall.
Did you see the picture I linked a couple days ago? The really super long picture.
The one where he talked about throwing weird names at the wall. And
yes.
them
Yeah.
just being accepted. Yeah.
Yes, but he was that one in particular was talking about characters and not mobile suits.
I thought he was talking about like the names of the enemy
probably
mobile
both.
suits.
But the one example he uses is Makuve, which is a character name.
Well, that's even weirder because it would make a little more sense to have weird names for like military equipment. But to have some guy named Makuv is a little bit weirder.
I mean, this is the same guy who has a, there is a Federation general named Jemitov Hyman. That's his name.
Could have been Jamatin Hyman.
I mean, and this is the guy who named a major character Quattro Bagina. And that's the way they chose to make it into English is Bagina, but you can use the same letters, Japanese letters to instead mean Quattro Vagina, and there are like unofficial like posers and stuff who have translated it poorly and called it Quattro Vagina.
Does he have 4 vaginas?
I don't believe that he does.
Have you ever confirmed that?
I mean, no.
You need proof, I think, to claim with certainty that he doesn't have 4 vaginas.
He is like a main character of that series. He's also in several other. He's also in like he's in. I guess it's really only two other shows. He's in the original, and he's in one of the movies. And he's in that series. And at no time does he express any proof of having any vaginas, let alone 4.
Well, the evidence is in his name. You need countering evidence.
But it's not his real name, though. It's a pseudonym. So maybe it's just something that he aspires to have, and that's why he picked that name. He wants 4 of them, but I don't think he actually has them.
You're riding the wrong horse.
What horse are you on?
Oh, this is Xerxes. I need a ranger. Where are you, ranger?
Xerxes and ranger look kind of similar.
There you are, ranger. Do they have transhumanism level body modification in this future?
In
where
Gundam?
Quattro Vagina lives, yeah.
To a small extent, but not really ever shown in the old series. More of a new addition.
Could he have 4 vaginas implanted if he wanted them?
I don't think so. I don't think that's within their power. They have the ability to clone and genetically modify people. But it's like the slow kind. It's like the kind where they can't Like they don't have the ability to make things grow faster than normal. So it's like if they wanted to clone someone, it's still going to take 9 months, and then that person will be born as a baby and still need to be raised.
Maybe he's mad that his parents didn't genetically engineer him to have 4 vaginas.
Maybe that could be.
That could be some serious character motivation.
I mean, he already has a lot of character motivation, though. He has a lot of character motivation, though. He is probably the person with the most character motivation in those shows.
It fits the pattern, then. That's confirmation bias for me.
Wait, what do you mean?
If he has a lot of character motivation, then it fits the pattern that he has even more that we haven't previously discovered about his wishes regarding the genetic modification that his parents could have done when he was conceived but didn't.
I mean, it could be, but then how would his parents have known that he wanted to have 4 vaginas?
Well, he doesn't blame them because they couldn't have known, but he just wishes so fervently that they had done it.
Is that why he decided to drop an asteroid onto Earth? Because he was so angry that he couldn't get 4 vaginas?
Yes.
I guess that makes sense. It makes more sense than anything else.
If he can't have 4 vaginas, then no one can.
I guess that makes sense. He is actually my favorite character from from any of the Gundam shows.
Yeah. His choice of pseudonym was a cry for help, but that no one heard.
Alright, Strawberry, you're almost done. Alright, Strawberry, you're done. You're done! Let's clean these horses up.
We need to equip Ranger with a telescoping metal staff.
Clean, clean, clean. Not clean, but you're riding them. Clean, clean. Ed Begley is not clean. Where's Ed Begley? Ed? Where you at? There you are.
Ed Begley is clean for me.
He is now, for me. What the fuck, worker? Fucking do your job. Christ. There. Is this worker done? He is. Right. Alright. How's our animals doing? Our animals are actually doing really well right now. I am going to drive the lawnmower up and park it next to the horses so we can just tab over there. Easier.
Yeah, I see all horses at 100.
Whee. Yeah, I think we're done. At this point, I'm waiting for some of the field work to be done a little bit more. So I'd like to get that growing while we're waiting, because we actually do need both of those crops. Not like super badly right now, but it would be nice. Alright, that's done. You have decided to stop again, you son of a bitch. That's fine. So we got just a little bit left. Oops. Stop doing that. Alright, and then I would like to herbicide the other field, if I could. And then we can start skipping time again. I'm not going to bother with fertilizer. I mean, it already has some fertilizer in it, so that's fine. Probably going to want to... Oh, no, I guess we don't have to. We don't have to switch tractors for this. Crops aren't in yet.
What does the growth stage remove tops mean?
I believe that's for some of the crops, but not all of them, but I don't know. Where are you looking at?
Just the map.
Oh. I think that only applies to some of the crops.
Yeah.
Have any good drink there? Killing all the herbs inside you?
I was thirsty.
Killing all those that pesky gut bacteria?
Yeah. Who needs it?
Not me. I say after taking antibiotics a few weeks ago for my ear infection. I can let's go even faster, because it's not going to take that long to finish this up.
Do you see what I am doing to you?
I do see. Why are you doing this? Why do this thing?
Why would I need a reason to teabag you? And you said the words wrong, so I don't have to explain.
What do you mean? What do you mean I said the words wrong?
You have to say the words in a very specific way. Exactly as it was said historically.
Why you do this? Is that what you're looking for?
Those aren't the words.
I don't know. What are the words?
The words are, hold, what you are doing is wrong. Why do you do this thing?
Oh, I didn't know that that was an actual thing.
Yeah, you did. It was said to the Urquan.
Oh, yeah. See, you're making all these references, and I just don't get them, even though, like, I should know that one, but, like, I just, like, I don't even think of it. I don't even think about it.
Do you even remember the name of your spathy friend?
No, I don't remember it.
Whiffo's going to be so hurt when I tell
Fwiffo,
him.
that's right, it's Fwiffo. That's right. Did Fwiffo die? I don't remember Fwiffo dying.
I think he died in, like, our initial attempt to destroy the Sumatra, but in the cannon attempt where we succeeded, I think he survived. Did he die in the cannon attempt?
He might have.
Maybe he did.
I thought he was the one that I, like, who was the race that I actually won with? It wasn't the Spathy, but
Kunk.
oh yeah, it's the Pekunk. All right, we moving at peak speed right now, at least until 7 o'clock, and then we can skip the night. I mean, I like the game, but I don't really remember a lot of it. I mean, it doesn't help that I, like, played it through, like, over the course of several weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I can barely remember who the people are on Yakuza, because I only play it, like, once a week. It's the downside to streaming a game. I could stream more, but that's, like, a lot more work for me to, like, cut and upload videos. So I don't. I don't. Even more work if I actually wanted to, like, edit them, which I don't. I have edited videos before. I do have edited videos up on my channel. Some very, like, heavily edited, like, highlights stuff for
Yeah.
Ark and for Super Mario Odyssey I did. But man, those were
How
those
much
were a
work
lot
do
of
you
work.
do on? How much work do you do on just cutting? Because I see a lot of people just upload totally raw stream VODs to YouTube.
The episodes are more or less the totally raw YouTube VODs. The only cutting I do is just cut them down into roughly 1 hour chunks. That's like all I do, and then I add the like 20-second like end card at the end, and like that's all I do. Every now and then I might cut out a part if it's at like the end of one of those hour-long segments. Like for instance, one of the episodes this week for Yakuza, after I beat the game, I accidentally let the loud as fuck Sega logo play. I cut that out. That won't be uploaded to YouTube. Not that it's like that loud, but like it's loud enough for me to find it annoying. So I just kind of cut that out. But that's only like 2 seconds, and it luckily happened right at the end or right at the beginning of one of the hour-long segments. So I was very easily able to cut it out because like all I have to do is just not include that when I'm saving up the video. But other
I
than
made
that,
up for you removing that by destroying the ears of anyone listening to this video.
that's all I really do. I just literally all I do is I put the recorded VOD in, and I
Yeah.
cut it up, and then I put the 20-second end card in, and then that's it. That's all I do. Even that process can take a while. Like for Yakuza, it takes roughly 30 to 40 minutes because that's just how long it takes to save out the videos. And that's just saving them out. Like if I actually had to actually render them, it would take like an hour per video. For Farm Sim, it takes even longer. Jesus Christ, what did you do to this truck? For Farm Sim, it takes even longer because the videos for Farm Sim take absolutely ages to save out. Like, it can take me, like, a couple of hours, or even, like, 3 or 4 hours to save, to do this, to cut them down, for Farm Sim because of the just gigantic size of the videos.
Evan must work his ass off because he does like 5, 10, or 20-minute edited videos. I'm sure he doesn't edit them himself, but he does enough playing to do 5 of those a week plus 3 streams with
Well, that's the thing, is
full
that,
uploaded VODs.
you know, if okay, so on my YouTube, I upload basically 8 videos a week, right? Because I tend to cut these into 4 episodes each, and I do 2 streams, so that's 8 episodes. But I mean, if I were to really cut these streams down into only like the more entertaining sections and not leave anything else, those videos would only be like 15-20 minutes long. At most,
Yeah,
and I would
so
probably be able to do like several videos from a single 4-hour stream.
well, his daily videos aren't from streams; they're just
Yeah, but like they're sort of from streams. I mean, he's not streaming them, but he is still playing them and trying to be funny while playing them. He's just not doing it live.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, when I was doing that with, I primarily did that with Mario Odyssey because I don't have any like raw Mario Odyssey stuff up. I don't think. I think it's all I did was the highlights, and I didn't just cut it though. I mean, I did cut a lot of it, but I also like would do things like I would add like little images and like graphical jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it takes a lot of time. I mean, if
I'm sure
he
has an editor.
Yeah,
that's still a lot of recording every week.
But I mean, even just if I wanted to only do highlights for these streams, that basically means that I would have to stream, which is 4 hours, and then I would have to basically watch the stream again, like, for that takes another 4 hours, and note down anything that I wanted to add. And that's probably how I would do it. That's probably how most people do it. Is they just kind of watch it again and they note down the times of anything that something funny happens, and then they'll go back and cut out those moments using a Movie Maker app or whatever. And that would take probably a couple hours to do.
Yeah.
And then after that, you have to actually wait for the video to render out, which isn't something that you have to actively be a part of. You just set it going and then wait. But like, those things can take like an hour or 2 hours to do, even for like a 20-minute video. Especially if you want it in like nice, good quality. The way I do it is I just use a program called Avi Demux, and I don't even bother. It doesn't actually. I don't need to render or re-render a video, because what I do is all I have to do, because the end card that I use is recorded using the exact same settings that I record gameplay with. It doesn't need to re-render anything. All it does is it just shoves, it just appends the card onto the end of the video, and then it just saves it all out. And that saves a lot of time, but it can still take, you know, 10 minutes just to save out like a file. That's like for a smaller game. For something like Farm Sim, it can take like 20-30 minutes just to save that out, because Farm Sim videos tend to be super huge because of the quality. By the way, anybody who was watching this on YouTube, you will notice a lot of blocky artifacting and stuff, even at 1080p. I'm going to tell you this much: that is completely all YouTube. YouTube does that. The video on my hard drive is pristine, spotless. There is no artifacting. That's why the video files are so big. But YouTube compresses the fuck out of the video, and the only way for me to try to avoid that is if I were to try to do it at 1440, because YouTube uses better algorithms at 1440 and 4K. But if I were to try to record this, and I could if I really wanted to record this at 1440, but the problem is 1440 would use literally twice the amount of space. And these Farm Sim videos are already 200 plus gigabytes each. And I don't have that kind of room. I just don't have that kind of room on my hard drives. Like, I have to delete. Usually I like to keep recorded streams around for like a few weeks afterwards, just in case something happens. But I don't have room to do that with Farm Sim. Like, I have to delete the previous week's Farm Sim before I can record a new Farm Sim. I just don't have the space, and I don't have the money to buy a big ass hard drive to add to it. So I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with the blockiness of YouTube. Blame YouTube. Don't blame me, blame YouTube, because like I said, the videos are pristine on my computer. Same with I know I've been having trouble with the Yakuza videos for some reason. I'm glad that Giant Nerd Guy is pointing out when those happen, because
no,
I don't really have time to like watch every single like video over and over to spot problems. So I'm glad that he does that for me. Thank you very much, Giant Nerd Guy. But like, that's YouTube. YouTube is doing that. I don't know why YouTube is having so much trouble with the Yakuza videos. When it gets to those parts where it like freezes for like a few seconds, the video does not look like that on my hard drive. The video is perfect on my hard drive. And when Giant Nerd Guy points those out, I do go and look and see that part on the videos that I have recorded, and the videos on my hard drive are fine. It's all YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know why YouTube has problems with it, but there's nothing that I can really do. I could try to re-upload it, but I mean, I don't know that that's going to fix it. It might just have the same problems at the same time, or a new problem at a different time. So I hope you can just you can just bear with it. I mean, we're almost done with Yakuza. I think I have like less than a week's worth of videos for Yakuza, because it's not going to take me that long to get to the end Majima fight, I don't think, unless I'm missing some kind of strange prerequisite.
You have to go through all of Mesu King.
He does have Mesu King fights, by the way. He has a couple of them that I could do, but I am not going to do unless it's required. He has like shogi. He has a shogi fight too. And
I'm
I
not
think
surprised.
I think he has a darts fight too, and a billiards fight.
Yeah, I think he probably has appearances in every side activity.
But luckily, they're not actually required. Like, I didn't have to do the pocket circuit stuff with him this week, but I did, because I might as well. Because I already had the setup for it.
Okay, Mr. Ed. Quickly brush you for a second and a half, and you're totally clean.
Oh yeah, I did. Spoilers for people because not all the videos are out yet by the time, at the time of this streaming. If you didn't watch it on stream, I did actually caught Majima finally and fought him, so that at least that requirement is done. Although it wasn't a requirement to fight to finish out that story. It was just a requirement for a move. I was so happy. It was right after I finished the game. I finished the game. I watched all the credits and stuff, and then I reloaded, the save to start doing Majima stuff. and Cop Majima was like right there. It was like the game rewarded me for finishing its story.
Hmm. Did any of my vague predictions come true?
What predictions? What
You know,
predictions did you make?
It would be potentially spoilery to get into them, though.
Well, I mean, I did already finish the game myself. If any, okay,
Yeah,
is there anybody here who wants to watch my Yakuza Kiwami playthrough and has not watched it on stream or has not finished it on YouTube yet? Is there anyone? If there is, plug your ears or mute the video. You can come back on when Blaze is done, when I'm done riding this horse. You have been warned. Spoilers, you have been warned. Go ahead, Craig.
I was mostly just wondering if Haruka's parentage was not really as presented.
Haven't you actually played the game before? Pretty sure you have like 60
but
hours.
I never finished it.
No. It actually came out in 2005, Giant Nerd Guy. Because it is a remake of the original. It has the same story. Just has a couple of things extra added to it, and the graphics were redone.
So I just predicted that Mizuki was not Haruka's actual mother. I thought it was either...
Do you want me to tell you?
Yumi... Sure.
Mizuki was and was not Haruka's real mother.
Okay. That doesn't make sense.
It will in a second. Mizuki was a false identity, a fake person created to hide Yumi.
Oh.
Yumi
So
was
they were
Mizuki.
the same person the whole time.
Yes, they were.
That makes sense.
I mean that's it. Her father was some asshole that we had to fight. He was like a big government asshole who was kind of behind the whole plot practically, even though we never really saw him.
Steal the billion.
Yeah.
Or the 10 billion or whatever.
Yeah. And that's it. Alright, spoiler done, because I'm getting off this horse. Enter guide, it's your time. It's your turn. There we go. Yeah, technically it was his to start with. He just wanted it back. Ill-gotten gains.
I think I did say at some point that that one person didn't really make sense because they knew that other person and she had previously not mentioned that other person.
Could be. I think I will play 2. I do have 2. Oddly enough, I actually bought Kiwami 1 for the PS4 like several years ago. In a nice like steelbook because it was on sale for like a cheap price and I knew I would play it eventually, but then as it turns out I never played it on PS4. I only played it on PC, so
Why are you poking me?
I will play 2. I will play 2 someday. I think if I continue to stream for long enough, I will end up getting through all of them, at least up to 6, up through 6. The 6 is the last one with Kiryu, right? It was 7 was the one that came out just recently. That has like a new protagonist.